truth, the voice of the... Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Ponzi Too Fast, content creator on Facebook Gaming and YouTube. Thanks for showing up today. If you understood my dumb reference at the beginning of this video, you're the real MVPs. Please comment if you understood. Today we're talking about Halo Infinite, and as a brief preface, I am a huge Halo nerd. I could, with full confidence, quote all of the first 3 games. So because I love Halo so much, I've been keeping up with the new intel on Halo Infinite, and one of the pieces of information that likely isn't true, but that one that we're hoping is true, is that Halo Infinite will have a Battle Royale mode. Now, thank the Halo gods, Halo Infinite will be coming out, cross our fingers, this year in the fall. So what would a Halo Battle Royale look like? Okay, yes, we know that that's going to be in a Halo Battle Royale. That's in every Halo. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about what I think should be in a Halo Battle Royale, and I'm going to open up to you guys. I want you guys to comment, tell me what you guys think should be in it. We're going to talk about all the different options of things they could do in the Battle Royale. I think it could be really good. It could be really good. Now, there's really only 2 main directions that a Halo Battle Royale could go. Obviously, there are subsections within these 2 paths, but the 2 main sections are they either go with Spartans and Elites Battle Royale, or they go with ODST Battle Royale. They both seem pretty cool. Like, thinking about being an ODST, like dropping in a drop pod, you know, that seems so cool. What a great way of getting into a Battle Royale, Halo Battle Royale, dropping in a drop pod. That'd be so much fun. The problem is, if it was an ODST Battle Royale, it'd be far too limited. It'd be too much like Warzone in the end. I mean, just think about it. ODSTs aren't really that special. They don't have any special abilities. They don't have any special armor. They're special because they can drop in a drop pod and they have a bit more training for that. That's the only reason they're special. And in terms of weapons, it would literally have to be just like Warzone. I mean, you would literally just have to create loadouts and adjust attachments for each gun that you would use. But again, they don't have shields. They don't have abilities. They generally didn't use that much equipment in the Halo games. Maybe they use a jetpack here and there, but that's about it. Everything else was used by Spartans. So in the end, having a Halo ODST Battle Royale, while it sounds really cool, wouldn't work out. It's just too limited. It's far too limited. Spartans and Elites, on the other hand, now that can go so many directions. Oh my goodness. There are so many ways they can go. It would be so amazing whatever way they took it. In terms of characters, they either go the Apex Legends way or the Warzone way. Well, I mean, I guess they could make it so it's just like normally, you know, you customize your character, you know, you specialize the armor and all that. They could do it like that. But honestly, I think that'd be dumb. I think they either go with the Apex Legends way or they go with Call of Duty Warzone. Now, if they go the Warzone route, I mean, the operators would just be cosmetic. There's no abilities or anything like that. All of the things that would give you an edge over your opponents would be found on the battlefield. You know, things like overshields, things like active camo, things like drop shield or jetpacks, grenades and weapons. It would all just be found on the battlefield. And that could be really cool. Think about it. For active camouflage, for example. Normally in all of the Halo games, if you found active camouflage, you would walk into it and you would just automatically start going invisible from that point on. But what if, you know, they made it so you could pick it up, and it'd still be a one-time use, I think, but you could pick it up and you could activate it when ready. I think it's a pretty good way of doing it. The same thing with the grappling hook. That's a new thing that they're adding to Halo, which will be interesting. It'll be kind of like Titanfall. I mean, I don't know if it'll be as smooth as Titanfall or as useful as Titanfall's grapple was. but I think it'll be cool. My point is, if they go with the Warzone route, everything that would give you an edge over your opponent is going to be found on the battlefield. Now, if they go with the Apex route, that could get real interesting real fast. Like, can you imagine what the Arbiter would be like? Maybe his ability would be the Arbiter, classic Arbiter rage. You know, he whips out dual energy swords and he just goes ham for a certain amount of time until it runs out. That would be perfect. Maybe they add Noble 6. Maybe his ability would be increased health regen, or it would be increased damage. It would kind of make sense, given his background. I mean, he's known as the Lone Wolf. At the very end of Halo Reach, you are literally fighting for your life against unending amounts of Covenant. Like the final cutscene, you are handing it to him, man. You got a pistol in one hand, you got your assault rifle in the other, and you're just blasting away. You're punching people, you're kicking people, you're just kind of going nuts against the Covenant until you die. So it kind of makes sense to me that they would give him a slight edge in terms of damage or health regen. The Master Chief, maybe they give him a small amount of time where he's invulnerable. Okay, I know that sounds really dumb, but what about this?
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, crazy fool. Why do you always jump?
The dude literally survived atmospheric fall damage. Or how about this?
Cortana.
Yeah, I know, Cortana saved him, blah, blah, blah. The dude literally set off a nuke right in front of himself and walked away. If he can do that, it would make sense to me that in an Apex Legends style Battle Royale, his ability would be a small amount of invulnerability. It just makes sense. You know, Tartarus from Halo 2, maybe he uses his gravity hammer to literally toss you up in the air and make you die to fall damage. I don't know. That seems a little bit OP now that I think about it. But you get the point. You know, he's got a fun ability. At least he has the potential for fun abilities. I mean, they've got potential for other characters too, like the Banished leaders. I don't remember their names. The Banished come from Halo Wars 2. At least that's where I first heard of them. I don't remember too much about them, to be honest. Halo Wars 2 was not my cup of tea. Halo Wars 1, blessed. But Halo Wars 2 was just not, I'm sorry, it's just not my favorite. Anyway, the Banished leaders could be cool as well. I don't know what abilities they'd get, but they would get some abilities. They could bring back Sergeant Johnson. They could bring back Commander Keyes. You know, they got all these characters that they could give abilities to. It'd be pretty sweet. Okay, in terms of guns, there's only two ways I can see this going. Either they go full Warzone customization, where you can upgrade your guns and pick your attachments, or they just go pure luck of the draw. You know, you hit the ground and you got to go and find yourself some weapons. Those are the only two ways I can see it happening. And honestly, I might prefer luck of the draw, because again, I don't want it to feel like Warzone. It shouldn't feel like Warzone. Like maybe they make it so you start out with basic guns. Like maybe you start out with a pistol and assault rifle. Actually, I don't even like that. No, screw that. Either full Warzone loadout customization or pure luck at the draw, picking up guns. That's the only way I see this happening. All right, let's talk about maps. Hear me out. High Charity. Can you not imagine going to High Charity? Like, the High Charity was huge. It is literally a flying city. Like, that would be so cool. We got a glimpse of High Charity in the Halo games. In Halo 2 and 3, we got to, go through it, but they were set paths, we had very specific paths that we had to take. What if they made it a little bit bigger? They let us travel through High Charity. There are so many cool things they could do with that. I mean, you could go visit the Mausoleum of the Arbiter. You could go visit the Prophet's Council Chambers. You could go visit the spot where the Arbiter was branded a heretic. I mean, there are so many cool things they could do with High Charity. Remember in Halo 2, there were these gravity lifts that would push you across to the other side. There was this huge gap there. Maybe they could put vehicles in there. No. Sorry. Scratch that. No vehicles. Okay, you know what? We'll get back to that. Let's put a pin in that. Anyway, High Charity would be such an amazing map. And honestly, I don't think there are many Battle Royale maps that are purely indoors. So that could be, come on. That's new. That's big. Be pretty cool. Another map, they would have to do Forge World, like Reach, It's literally just a Halo Forge World. Obviously, they'll put a bunch of Forerunner structures up and, some trees and some wide open spaces and all that. Obviously, that's just... They have to do it. Some other ideas I had were things like Sand Trap, like a expanded Sand Trap. Remember that in Halo 3? That was a very classic, well-loved map in Halo 3 for big team battles anyway. So what if they just made it bigger? Way bigger, more structures, I think that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Another idea I had was the Halo control room. Whether that's Halo 3 control room or Halo 1 control room, I think that'd be pretty sweet. Both of those control rooms were surrounded by ice and snow. So what if they just made a bigger, expanded Halo control room map where there is still a control room, like in the center or somewhere, but then there's just a lot of snow, mountains, and canyons you got to go through. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Now, what's going to restrict the map? I've got a few ideas for this too. One of my ideas that I really like is everyone's running away from being glassed. You know what I'm talking about, right? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Another idea I had was they're running away from the ground literally falling out from under them. Remember the end of Halo 3? You are driving in a Warthog as the Halo ring is exploding around you. Like the ground is literally falling out from under you. That could work. My last idea, which I really like, is you're running away from the flood. Guys, we haven't seen the flood in a while. I want some more flood in my life. So you can see that. The circle, they're just closing in. The flood's closing in to get you. I like that idea. I think of those three ideas, I like the glassing and the flood. I like those two the most. Okay, let's talk about vehicles. I know vehicles are a touchy subject. So again, there are really only two ways I see this going. Either they go the Warzone route, where vehicles are just transport vehicles. You can run people over, but you can't shoot or anything. They either do that, or they have attack vehicles, but they make them extremely easy to destroy. Those are the only ways that I can see this happening. Because vehicles are OP. Like, honestly, they're not going to throw a Scorpion in there. Are you kidding me? In a Battle Royale? That Scorpion, whoever owns a Scorpion in a Battle Royale are going to crush that lobby. Unless they make having, rocket launchers that much more important. Because in games like Warzone, for example, rocket launchers aren't usually that important. They're not used very much. They're just not as important. But if they were to make rocket launchers actually useful, sure. Okay. All right. Why not? Bring in some vehicles. Now, one last idea that I was toying with was buy stations. In Warzone, they have buy stations where you can buy precision airstrikes, you can buy your loadout, self-revives, you can buy cluster strikes, stuff like that. What if they had a buy station in Halo where you could call in a Mac Blast, or you could call in a cryo bomb from Halo Wars, or you could call in a carpet bomb, again, Halo Wars. It could be pretty cool. It could be OP. The only problem I see with this really is, what would the currency be? I have no idea. It doesn't really feel right to me that currency would just be money. Does that feel right to you? No. I don't know. I have no idea what the currency would be for those buy stations. Anyway, could be an interesting idea. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope it got your mind thinking a little bit. If you're a Halo nerd like me and you have some ideas of what you think a Halo Battle Royale would look like, please make sure to comment and tell me. I would love to hear about it. Maybe I'll make another video where I talk about your answers. Again, I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to discuss it because my mind has been spinning ever since I heard the words Halo and Battle Royale in the same sentence. If you did enjoy the video and want to hear more about Halo Infinite, make sure to like and subscribe, drop a comment. Also remember, I stream on Facebook Gaming at fb.gg/pwnz2fast, where I'll be playing a lot more Halo as we're building up to the release of Halo Infinite. Guys, I cannot wait for Halo Infinite to come out. I really hope it's amazing. They better have a Battle Royale. It should be good. And remember, Spartans never die. They only go missing in action. I'll see you next time. This is pwnz2fast. Over and out.